Hey everybody, this is Dr. J, Spike, Aisha, and Professor Omar Kamal, a whole bunch of us chit-chatting about the market, about the economy, about the Fed, about interest rates, about life in general.
Yeah.
But
We're talking
this show will focus on biotech today because I think biotech is heating up. I know.
Because of
Why
because
do
of
I
the
say that? Because of the charts. The charts are finally perking up. It's not
oh
just my whim that I think that's the case.
yeah.
the XBI, the good old XBI.
IBB, the XBI starting to show life, and my stocks, I have 6 of them. I don't have a lot. They're perking up as well. So, can't be a coincidence. I don't understand why, though, because Trump has got pharma on his list of tariffs.
That's right.
So why is it? Does that help our companies, our biotech?
Well, not for the
Or,
It
import.
or,
shouldn't, but
or
things tend to be weird.
I mean,
maybe people are factoring a recession.
well, it means that the drug, 80% of all the generics are made in India, and they're going to cost more for the American people, I would think, with the tariffs, right?
Yes,
But how does it affect American pharmaceuticals? Is it negative or positive?
Well, my understanding is that the innovation happens here, and the replication happens elsewhere, like in China,
correct.
India, and whatnot.
Correct. I mean, one way that I look at these things is when tariffs happen, domestic production tends to pick up, which can then lead to ripple effects. But like Kamal said, we outsource a lot of our drug manufacturing processes. So in that environment, it's unclear what's going to happen.
We outsource most of the generics, and I'm not sure about the brand names. That I'm unsure about. Big Pharma, does Big Pharma outsource or,
Yeah, they typically do. Yeah.
yeah, even on the brand names?
Brand names, it's a mixed bag, but generics, you're spot on. That's outsourced. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't trust generics, to be honest with you. I always go for the brand name. As far as if I don't take medication, I rarely do, but if I go for it, I go for the brand name.
Well, you're a rich guy. Most
You,
people can't
you could write DAW on your stuff.
most people can't afford to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's you know,
You're paying double, triple.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, it depends on the drug. If it's something simple like Advil or ibuprofen, it's cheap enough that I do the brand. But if it's something where there's a clear alternative where the cheaper is the same, then I usually do the cheaper.
But I must say, I eat very, very healthy, super healthy. I don't let anything in my body that's
What is
junk
super?
food.
Eggs from the farm.
I didn't catch what you said, Kamala. What's
He's
I
a
said
healthy
I eat super
eater.
healthy. I eat healthy food. I don't eat junk food. I don't eat fast food. I don't eat anything. I rarely eat outside the house.
Did you notice that half the labels in the supermarket say GMO, genetically modified organisms? You got to be very careful nowadays if you want to be strict about what you put in your belly.
True.
Yeah. Well, up in New Hampshire, we just go to the farm. It's great.
Grow your own stuff.
I grow lots of veggies
On the
and
table.
in my backyard.
Nice.
What do you grow?
Lots of veggies and fruit. I
Are
have
we getting off topic,
I
or
have
is
my
this
own
what the people want?
I have my own almond tree. I have my own
Wow.
walnut tree. I have peach trees. I have grapevines. I have fig trees. I have cherry trees.
Almond
Nice.
trees, they grow here in New York?
Yes.
Can I
Yes.
Really?
come over and buy some? Can I buy some?
He's got a
You
whole
are more
hacienda
than
going.
welcome to come in. Eat as much. It produces thousands of
Can I get?
almonds.
And what's the admission for your petting farm?
Can I eat some
I-
grapes right off the vine?
Yes.
I
Yes. And veggies, the veggies, the
I
tomatoes.
used to grow my own vegetables. I used to eat the snap peas right off the vine. I'd have a
Yes,
hose,
those
and
are
I'd
great.
with a hose.
I raise my own chickens. You know that.
Yeah, you don't chickens.
Nice.
You don't have problems with eggs then.
I don't have problems with eggs. I've not bought eggs in
Are you selling Lucy's?
years.
You can't even find them in the supermarket.
They have to start selling them.
You got to hunt for the
Yeah.
eggs. It's like Easter in the supermarket.
Jamal, can you sell me a Lucy egg?
Yeah.
It's a Lucy.
By the way, when I give eggs
Is
to
that like
my
Charlie
family, it's like the best gift.
girlfriend, Lucy? Lucy, Charlie Brown's girlfriend, or you mean like
We're talking I love
Lucy, I'm
Lucy.
home. Where are my eggs?
you mean like in one egg? You want to
One
buy
egg.
one egg?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to make a transaction
You know what
here.
the French
Trying to
say?
make-
Sometimes one egg is enough.
Trying to make a legal transaction with Kamal.
I understand the 3-egg omelet doesn't exist anymore. It's a 1.5 egg omelet.
Oh.
Yeah.
With egg beaters added to it.
You can't.
You're probably paying double as well.
You're paying triple for in the diners breakfast.
Yeah.
So I want to tell you this thing. Literally, I go in the morning. I go get an egg, crack it. I make my breakfast right there and then, like really fresh eggs.
So tell me, why is Walmart forecasting a weak quarter coming up? That hurt the stock.
That's a good question. They broke all kinds of records, right, for themselves.
Yeah.
But then they're like a little bit pessimistic going forward.
In fact, why is every single Mag 7 that reported so far playing down the next quarter, lowering their estimates? I don't get it. Is it
Well,
for real?
businesses don't like uncertainty. You know that.
Is it for real, or are they playing games with us? In other words, are they purposely coming in lowballing so they can?
And it's a low ball.
I don't trust
question.
anybody.
That's a very good question. Are they
I
low
think,
ball?
I think they're lowballing so they can beat the numbers. Because what happens is the analysts, the whisper number is always higher than their numbers, so they lowered it. I mean, none of them are doing well since the beginning of the year. The earnings were not good the earnings were good, but the guidance has been terrible.
Yeah, that's right. No, the earnings been fine.
The earnings were good with Walmart today. They beat on the top and bottom line. So what's the story? Am I paranoid here? Am I, you think they're lowering the guidance on purpose?
I
Or
think
they
it's slow down.
They expect to slow down.
Yep.
Well, don't you?
Well, Walmart's is the discount store where the rich people are now shopping, right?
Okay, right. So they'll always have audience. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
So I think with the rich people shopping at
I mean,
Walmart,
the middle class that become poor will go to Walmart. So there'll be a
where did the poor
concentration of customers.
Where did the poor people who used to shop in
They
Walmart?
starve.
The 99-cent store and up.
Yeah.
The up thing.
Which is really not a 99 cents now. It's $1.06.
So what do we buy?
25 actually.
What do we buy? Dollar Tree stock, Dollar General, whatever it's called.
Dollar
I
General.
think people are buying from each other on Facebook and Marketplace and whatnot. Like there is. I read this
The
article.
barter
There's
economy is
so
back.
much transaction. People buying from each other stuff that
The barter system.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, they pay cash, but they pay.
It's a good thing you got a farm with almonds and eggs and
Yes.
strawberries.
I enjoy it. I truly enjoy it.
Yeah, no,
You're lucky.
I used to enjoy it when I had more land. I definitely did. Now I don't have a big area, so I don't bother.
I also have persimmon. You know persimmon?
Persimmons are delicious.
Very good. The fall, they come out in the fall.
Correct. Late November.
Yeah. All right, let's talk stocks.
right.
Okay.
We talked Walmart, but I'm happy about it. I added Mankind yesterday. Yeah.
Well, again, this was a general question I asked at the beginning. Are we headed for increasing interest rates or decreasing interest rates?
That's
We
a
see
very,
inflation, and we see a lot of people getting laid off.
very, very good question. So, and the experts are totally split down the middle.
Right.
I expect we're probably split down the middle. If you ask,
Which is why I bailed on TLT, even though I took a loss.
yeah, I haven't. I kind of think we're going to cut. The Fed will resume cutting at some point this year, maybe 2 or 3 times. That's my feeling. In the meanwhile, you might get a little hike up on TLT on 10-year. The 10-year is what, 4.55?
Yep.
Is that something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It rocketed up to about 460, then it came down to about 440. Now it's drifting a little bit up, I think. I haven't been following it that closely, but I do own TLT.
I own Nail.
Nail is another interest rate sensitive stock. Come on.
Right.
So when the rates are lower, Nail will do well. If the rates go up, Nail will take a hit.
I think Trump will push for a lower rates.
I do too. I think he's going to pressure the Fed. And it seems like whatever Trump wants, Trump gets.
Right.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to give up on the tariffs. Then.
The other question is, does the Fed really control the long bond? Look what happened the last time the Fed cut, right? And the long bond went up 100 basis points.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a tricky question. They really don't set the rates. The bond market sets the rates.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very curious about the housing market because it's at a standstill right now. Prices won't drop and interest rates won't drop. So I'm seeing everyone's on the sideline and something has to give.
I don't think the prices will drop. The price people are betting. They're paying higher than the asking price.
I know.
Still,
Therefore, no recession.
So I think if that's true, then interest rates are going to have to fall at least temporarily.
Yeah, because if interest rates rise, prices of houses come down. It's always
would have to. Yeah, I mean, people, they have a
Yeah.
budget.
And if they don't, then nobody sells and everyone there's no transactions that happen.
Yeah.
But they didn't really go down lately. They stabilized a little bit, even though the
aren't
interest
They
they
rate
stabilized
went up.
up. They
Aren't
stabilized.
they still around
at
7 or
5.
something?
Professor Omar is our macro expert on spiders.
Mhm.
He's cultivating a spider's nest. So what's with
Eight-legged
Spider's
freak.
cow,
the spiders?
milking it.
Really?
Yeah.
Never known you to have no opinion.
Now, me, I'm very pessimistic, Dr. J. I think we are heading to recession.
You want me
Yeah,
to?
I'm
You want me to
Well,
throw?
if it's a standard of the recession, then the interest rates will go down.
Does
Yeah,
anyone-
I think they will go down.
Chart up on SPY.
Omar, do you want to chart? I can't today. I don't have
I will
enough.
charge. I will charge just SPY. Then you take over.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't
Alright.
today. I'll chart next week.
Okay, I'll put up G Park for you, James.
Thank you.
G Park might be a good place to park some money.
Yep. If you're scared,
Which one?
This
Geo
is SPY.
Park.
Geopark. Okay.
GPR.
Park at Geopark. Park at Geopark.
I think so.
Yeah, GPRK. It's a safe little Latin American play. Okay, the spiders, the famous Omar chart.
Mm-hmm. It's
What's up
very.
with all these lines on the bottom?
I mean, it's speaking. Forget about those, okay? But it's speaking on itself, right? You don't need any comment. You look at this, you see where it's going.
Mhm.
In my opinion, of course. And this is the trend line I'll just be watching. Once we break this trend line, we are very likely to get the correction. I'm expecting 10 or 15% down.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you look at it, this seems like it's gonna go to 6,400 before that happens. This is where I think we're heading.
It's tough to say though, because I mean it's been very stubborn at this level. It can't break that level.
I think we get
Yeah.
I think this triangle that you have is pretty interesting. It's coming to an apex, and it could go either way from that apex. It looks kind of neutral in terms of being bullish or bearish.
Yeah. You
Every
could
time you see here, every time you get a sell-off, it's both right there. There's a lot of buying.
Yeah, but you're now meeting, and the triangle is coming to a point within a week.
It is. But I mean, we always need to zoom out to really understand.
No, it's not going to help. I just did it. I mean,
Doesn't help?
How far out do you have to go?
I like to look at the
To see
I
if
like
it's
to
a
look
bear or
at
a
the
bull triangle.
I like to look at the 6 month. Yeah.
What you mean the zooming out of the chart itself?
Yeah, exactly. I just
Yeah.
like to see
Oh.
like
It's uptrend. I mean, you cannot argue about this.
See,
Yeah.
everything's inside the pennant.
Yeah, it's an uptrend. I mean, we had this trend line here. We broke it. We came back.
yeah.
We retested it successfully. We're going up. I see a breakout here and then a run.
Yeah.
It looks
I
to
think
me
this
like
view looks more bullish to me.
Absolutely.
Short
Even though actually we had today we had a little reversal on the hourly, but it's still could be just like a fake reversal. I mean, bear trap.
it looks short-term
Yeah.
bullish to me.
Yeah,
Short-term it
short-term
is.
bullish. Short-term meaning like a couple weeks to a couple months.
A couple of months probably until mid-March. I mean, it could be. You see, always there are
Mid-March is not a
events.
couple of months. Mid-March is a couple of weeks.
Yeah, in mid-March, which is the Fed meeting. Usually, always things happen on these big events, either the CPI, the Fed meeting, the GDP. Always these periods are turning points. So probably the Fed is going to be one of those.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
that
no,
case,
this is helpful though. This is helpful.
the Fed is it like 18, March 18. In that case, we could get to this point here, which is 6,400. So 640 SPY.
So you think we're going to get to 640?
I mean, that's what I'm betting for myself. So,
So 640, and then it's going to correct.
yeah, definitely 640 I will be short big time.
I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
I mean, it's been struggling at 610, 612.
Yeah, I know. What's going to take it above that ceiling? Just
I think you're going to see a double break of the top. Bitcoin and SPY at the same time take off.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a rally on hope that the Fed meeting is favorable, and then it'll be neutral, possibly, or negative.
Right. I agree big time.
I have a prediction.
And then I'll knock everything down.
I have a prediction that we rally big next week.
Yeah.
And I think what will cause the rally is NVIDIA earnings.
How about Russia and Ukraine war?
I don't think that it'll get resolved so fast.
Yeah,
Could be. If you have a meeting between Trump and Putin next week,
that's a very positive indication, actually.
Yeah, it can push the markets up. Usually they will invent some narrative to take it up if they want to take it up. I don't even worry about that.
Well, NVIDIA won't lower their guidance. That's my prediction, like all the other Mag 7. I think they're going to be solid in their guidance going forward next quarter, next year, the year after.
When is NVIDIA call?
I'm very excited about it.
Next week sometime, Omar.
I'm really thinking NVIDIA earnings will be a shot in the arm.
Okay.
And especially for AI-related stocks, but for the whole market.
Wednesday, February 26th.
week from
From yesterday.
Wow. Yeah. A week.
week. Mankind has earnings in a week. I added to my Mankind, and I'm very happy I did. You want me to take over, Omar? Or
Yeah. Go ahead.
You want to take over, maybe?
I'm ready if you want to.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Let me get Spike up here.
All right. So where do you want to go now, Mankind?
Yeah, I'd like that. mnkd. I bought after the close after the show. So when was that? 2 days ago.
Well, that's good.
I bought right in there is where I bought.
Mm.
Nice little upswing. Maybe you'll.
I think we're going to take out the high we made. On that big red candle, seven trading days ago.
I mean,
If you
this
look
one here,
7 trading days ago,
579.
got that big red candle.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at draw a horizontal line at the high,
Mhm.
not at the close, but at the high. I think that gets taken out on Mankind.
580, something like that.
I'm looking for 750. I sell half. $10. I sell the other half.
580.
You're
That's-
right up in here.
I'm holding out. Personally, I'm holding out to 750. I'm keeping this.
Spike, you can expand the chart if you click on the arrows above.
But I feel pretty confident it'll take out 5.
Yeah,
That's it.
this one
Yeah,
here.
I expect earnings to be very good. I think first, the day before, I think United Therapeutics, UTHR will report their partner in Tyvaso. I think that'll be good, and I think the Mankind earnings.
You see, Steve, you can, if you don't mind, Steve, you can click on the blue little thing to close those on the right, so that you have the big.
the right and the left. No,
The
it's
right-
if you go down.
You have two blue things, one on the left, one on the right.
yeah,
You can
okay.
click on those. Good.
Yeah,
The other
there you
one
go.
as well.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking. Gas.
Now let him cook.
Yeah, this is a nice reversal.
Yeah, it looks like. If we're weekly, you don't mind.
Yeah, weekly helps with these types of things because we got to see where the previous pivot point was
Yep.
up.
I really hope that Mankind goes like I think it will, because
Yeah.
not only do I have a nice little investment in it, I really like the people on the StockTwits Mankind board. They're all very nice,
Yeah.
very noble. They think about the people suffering with diabetes.
Nice.
Many of them are users of Afrezza themselves and really want to spread the word. So there's a lot of enthusiasm on that board, a lot of enthusiasm with people who take this drug.
That's great.
I think it's a drug that won't get you necessarily wealthy like NVIDIA could, but it's a good, solid little biotech that I think you can double your money.
Yeah. Spike, look at the high from a year ago and look at the low now.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, you go back a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, the high from exactly a year ago.
Yeah, okay, so that's right over here.
That's here. Yeah.
That's exactly where we are.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
That's a big time pivot point. I think this is a very meaningful reversal point.
Yeah, I drew that line and it looked good to me, so I went in.
If you look all those pivots there, if you draw a line there, you provide a big support there.
I'm not up a lot from the time I bought. What is it now? 5?
There's big time support here. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's the one.
It's about 558 now, so I'm up a little.
very nice chart.
I'm probably be buying more of this, but not certain, not a certainty, but probably.
Yeah, I think this is going to 750.
750, I intend to sell half and let the rest ride.
That's the all-time high is 763 over here.
Yep, we're going back. We're going back there in our opinion.
Go back to way back, it's over $10. But you got to go way back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't even look at that. That's crazy.
No, I mean, probably $100 because it had splits. That's right, reverse splits.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's a fun chart. I mean, you can draw a trend line too from March up, and it's broken that trend, but I think it's going to recover it.
Yeah, that's
So then if you get that same slope going.
that was probably the time that I got rid of my mankind.
Yeah, I got rid of it around here somewhere.
Yeah.
That was a good play, and now you can start to potentially reaccumulate.
Definitely. It's been very good to me, this stock. I've been in it about 4 or 5 times, made money every time. So I've been really lucky with this. And better to be lucky than smart. I keep saying that.
always.
But when you're lucky, you can tell yourself you're smart.
What about some of the others, like it's candles? What's the symbol on that? I forget. Candles. NDL maybe?
CNDL,
CNDL maybe.
likely.
Candlewood.
Yeah, CNDL.
That's the hotel.
It's a hotel company.
Yeah.
I own this one. I should have, would have, could have bought more. But
Are you talking about the hotel company?
What?
The
A
hotel
hotel?
company?
No, I'm talking about the therapeutics, candle
Okay.
therapeutics. I don't know the symbol. Like a candle, CANDLE, but I don't know the symbol.
It's CADL.
Okay.
CADL.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think this could go.
That's good candles there.
It's been
Yeah,
jumping.
well,
It's been jumping. I think we could take out $20 on this one. Potentially.
oh, you got a nice little parabola here.
Yeah, I bought. I'm making money on this one, but I should have bought when it went down low. Normally a dollar cost average in. I didn't do it. I was a little shy on doing it. I don't know why.
Nice chart.
Yeah.
Beautiful chart.
I think the whole healthcare sector is doing very well.
Yeah.
You want to throw XBI on it, John?
Yeah, XBI is a very important ETF right now.
And this is actually one more thing that reinforces my belief that we are heading to recession. Usually healthcare always rallies before a recession.
Healthcare and McDonald's does well during this.
Always.
Healthcare has been awful till now.
So Spike, if you zoom out a little just so we can see the lows, zoom out. Yeah, you can see this is a nice reversal point if you draw a horizontal line through the lows where we are now. I think you'll see it's a good pivot if you zoom out, similar to what we were seeing with mankind. Yeah,
Good
that's
support level.
Excellent support there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot for us oscillations, right?
Of course, I have my favorite biotechs. I'd rather just buy a basket than buy the XBI.
Yeah, that's true. And it still needs to prove that it can get past, what's that, the 200 or the 50? What is that? The black line?
Yeah. I mean, I like
it's
the
50, I think.
I think you can get 10% or more on the XBI here, but I think I could do better on my basket. That's what I think.
On your own personal basket.
Yeah.
Probably we're gonna go to 100, probably even more. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll struggle at 100.
Right. It looks like it's certainly a spot with a lot of accumulations.
I think it's range bound.
Yeah, it does look that way.
And that's not a bad.
Can you check LABU?
Oh yeah, wow, that's a smart one. We haven't looked at that in years.
At the 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I like this one because It captures short term. It looks the same actually.
It does actually.
Zoom out a little. I think
It's
it's
just
gonna be.
because of the decay. That's why you have it too
Yeah,
low.
theta
Well, if
decay.
I'm right about 10% move up on XBI, you get 30% here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Some people
less. There is a decay. You're losing.
play the options on this, and then you're getting like 9 to 15x
Oh,
exposure.
you get all that leverage.
Yeah, this one's, but it's looking frothy. I might nibble at this.
So where's that equivalent spot right here?
I think the nice.
This
I
one's
think
not range bound at all.
well, if you zoom out, you can see a little more. I think.
It was one of the better performing ETFs
Wow.
today, even though it closed
I-
closed up, right?
I like the low that it put in because it matches the one from last May. I think this could go to 110
That would be amazing if it goes to 110. Yeah.
because I think this one and XBI are going to go up to that black line, that moving average. That's 110. That's 110. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want leverage, this is a good way to go, right?
Yeah, I think I'll buy it. I'll do a live buy.
It's
We
going to
don't
do
do
a live buy.
live buy coming up.
Ogden's buying. LABU.
Hold on, I gotta open my.
I have it. I have lots of it, but I'm in deep.
You can't spell live buy without LABU.
Yeah. Okay, I have purchased an undisclosed amount.
Right.
I like to buy after hours. It gives me time to think.
Yeah.
Now the float is restricted, guys.
I actually buy a lot of things before the market and after the market. Before the open, after the close. I don't get caught up so much with emotions when I do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like buying and immediately seeing it go up or down. It messes with your head. Yeah.
I really kicked myself. I had bought Edit under $2 the day that it moved up. And then when it got to 239, I thought about 250 as I said, getting out of 250. But then it reversed and went to 207. I sold it all. I made like nothing, next to nothing.
Can we look at BCRX, an oldie but goodie?
BCRX is a bird flu play.
Yeah, I haven't owned this in years.
Go to dunk it.
I'm interested in potentially.
It's breaking out. It's a bird flu play. If there's, God forbid, more cases of bird flu.
Yeah, the levels that it's at now, it's interesting because, I mean, it could pull back, but I like.
Could you do 1 year?
Yeah, we need to see a little more.
They have an approved drug called Peramivir for bird
5 years?
You guys,
we could go back to 20.
Not only is it an approved drug, but the government stockpiled it.
See, it's a very interesting level. You see that gap there?
Yeah.
To the right, a little to the right.
There's a lot of
there's
a lot of resistance here. A lot of resistance.
Right.
Right where we are now, yeah.
When is earnings on this?
I think it was like a month ago.
I would be a little bit careful with this one. I think it's going to pull back before it goes up.
Seems like it might.
It will pull back at 10. And then it's going to go down.
You remember we used to say this is going to hit 18 again or 20, 18?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like it's the middle of that big candle, right? 23. That looks like a pretty sweet spot.
Yeah.
If there's an increase,
so I guess we could recommend buying it at 823.
Or if there's an increase in bird flu, then it's going to shoot up.
I'll buy this below 9.
I hope it doesn't go below 9.
Orladeyo is doing well, right? The HAE drug, but that's the one that Intelia is trying to perfect.
Yeah, I mean Orladeyo, I think the clock is ticking. That's been approved for like 4 or 5 years. So,
and also Intelia is going to have a cure for HAE.
Yeah, bird flu. The reason I like it is it's a more kind of catchy, like it could be a meme stock for a little and go up, and then you can get out.
Nobody's talking about it for bird flu, but the government stockpiled peramivir for bird flu. They bought it already.
There's a lot of bird flu discussions happening out there. I
Do
mean,
you
this
remember?
is why we can't get eggs.
Do you remember back with ADMA when they had the whole plasma thing?
Yeah, that stock's doing well.
Yeah, so I think this could have this, like the bird flu could be like a plasma type bump, and then it'll come back to Earth.
Well, I hope that we don't get a rise in human bird flu.
Yeah,
Casualties.
amen.
I don't either, but I think there's gonna be fear that'll drive this up, and then the reality is I don't think bird flu. We're gonna handle the bird flu.
But what I don't understand is I don't see anybody talking about BCRX for bird flu. Maybe I don't know why. Maybe it's not relevant.
The chart is talking about it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but not on a bulletin board, so nobody mentions it.
Right.
Yeah, but in the chart there is a lot of technical in it as well. Because if you look at the weekly, it's just establishing a long-term uptrend. So
There's so many
in my
good
opinion.
biotechs that I hate to buy just XBI like this one, and also the one we charted the other day, tgtx.
Right.
That one looks good too. It's trend line support. It looks quite good.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of fans amongst our audience.
Yep.
Doesn't this one look beautiful? You could see the trend line without even drawing it.
Beautiful. Cup and handle.
Oh, you see a cup and handle here, right?
Yeah, it's made the handle already, so now we're going up.
Yep. 50. What do you think? $50?
I'm not sure, but if you draw that trend line, it's beautiful how it stops exactly on that trend line.
I think once we get past 34, we might see 50.
It's quite possible.
Beautiful chart. This might be my
Yeah.
favorite chart of the day, actually.
It's a wonderful trend line.
Beauty. You don't see this often.
Stopped right at the trend line. When was that?
Yeah.
The other day.
It's fantastic. I like that the volume is drying up too. I think there's going to be a big volume spike
This
soon.
might be a Dr. J buy after hours.
So could you do the 3 months on this one?
3 month?
Yeah.
You're gonna see the uptrend, right?
3 month it's harder to.
Yeah. What is that black line? Is that the 100?
That's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 100 is strong. The 100 is strong.
There's so many of these little biotechs look like they're waking up.
I think what's going to happen is the 100 is going to cross up through the purple, and then it's going to go to 50.
$50 target.
It did peak at it. Did touch the 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here.
Okay.
It's an opinion.
Like all of our
Right.
Everything else.
They're just opinions.
Yeah, this is a beauty. My favorite chart of this is my favorite chart of the day.
It's bullish. It is
I'll
bullish.
give you another chart, SMMT.
It's the.
Summit?
I remember that one.
Yeah, I want to do one after this that's non-bio. Show you.
It's a big base. And,
Oh, that's a nice base.
yeah.
Higher lows. Interesting chart. Yeah, it's looking frothy.
Well, if it takes out that high, look out.
Yep. But I really like what it's done the last couple weeks.
I already own this one. I don't think I'm going to add. I'll just let it ride.
It's gonna. I mean, it's gonna start flagging. I think nicely.
I think it is. It's just resuming the uptrend.
Yeah, like
Enough BioDrac.
can we do ASTS?
Go ahead.
I've been accumulating this one. I like this one a lot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this one I'm really excited for this chart. I think it'll pull back a little bit here, but
It's
I think
almost the same as SMMT.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
I'm really bullish on this company. I think they're gonna do big revenues.
Mm.
So yeah, this is becoming a top 10 position for me quickly.
Right, and the 50 is approaching the 100 on the other side.
Yeah.
What do they do?
It's like similar to the SpaceX idea. Or sorry, not what's Starlink?
Starlink. Satellite.
Yeah, this is a similar kind of like satellite broadband play. They have a lot of really good infrastructure set up, and I think they can take some of Starlink's lunch. And I'm projecting pretty big things from this company. I think they're just getting started.
You own this one?
Yeah, this is my 9th biggest position.
Looks good.
It does.
I want it to become a top 5 play for me before it really busts out.
Professor Spike, you want to see one that you own that moved up big today?
Sure, which one's that?
You.
You, baby, you.
Professor Spike moved up today.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sell
We
it.
used to own this
Wow.
one. We used to own this one.
Yeah, no, back in here.
I think you sell it and then you rebuy it.
I sold it.
Right. Sell it and rebuy it at 26.
I have to admit I sold it today.
Yeah,
Did
you
you?
gotta sell it today. I mean, at least some.
I sold all.
That's huge resistance. It's not. I mean, if it gaps up tomorrow, then whatever. But I think it has to pull back.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Didn't you buy some on the show, Arjun?
Yeah, I own most of these, but this one I have such a minuscule amount. But I own it. I own it.
I think it was.
I think you bought it around in here.
I think
Yep.
live buy. if I'm not-
Yeah, I'm up like 15%, maybe
Yeah,
12%.
That's the reason.
Actually, no, I'm up 12.8%. Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever,
Semantics. Looks, yeah. I mean, Spike, you have a bunch of this?
I have a fair amount, yes.
Good.
But I
SMCI
remember, you know,
as
I
well,
was
right?
Are you
trying to
above water?
get back in here, so.
Sell some.
If you take out the top, if it goes higher than where it closed, it can go way high. Go to 30.
I bought it at the beginning of last
I mean,
year.
40. It can go to 40 or 50. Potentially.
Yeah.
Probably will because I sold mine.
So, yeah, I mean, you
Can
know,
we-
we've
can
been
we
in-
do
we've been in it for a
SMCI?
while. Excuse me?
Can we do SMCI?
SMCI. Same
I
thing
sold
too,
it
right?
yesterday at 65.65.
That's good.
You sold it over in here. You got a good spot.
65. It went to 66.40, I think. The
Yeah,
highest
right here. Right. 66.32. Yeah.
I sold it 65.65.
Nice.
I had a
Very
lot
nice.
of it. I sold all of it.
Mm.
You basically broke even, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, my average is around 75, but you know, I might sell some of it. I don't know.
My call on the other day was 75. It was my call.
It's right around here.
We get into that gap there,
Yeah.
and we
Oh,
just
right.
you know,
And it
we
kept
said
down
right the
here.
gap, and then it turned down. Yeah, maybe we're gonna consolidate a little bit there.
Well, it
Yeah,
it often goes a little higher than the gap close.
If you look in early 2024, you see early 2024. Yeah, no, don't have to do that.
Okay.
You see how it moved up in early 20? Yeah, right there on the left. You see how it moved up?
Mm.
It went parabolic. It went crazy.
Yeah.
That was when NVIDIA was in good terms with it,
Exactly.
or something like that. So
Yep.
things could do the same. I think I would be watching that gap there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the
Yeah.
most important one.
Nice chart, though. I mean, nice
People will
recovery.
be mad at us if we don't chart btc.x or whatever.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
getting
still-
with that. It's getting a little late.
yeah. I gotta go after this.
All right, we could end it after Bitcoin.
You gotta type it in differently. Sometimes it messes up. You gotta just do BTC USD.
Yeah.
USD, yeah. Yeah.
We're running up.
It's flagging, sort of.
It's
I
going
don't
up.
know.
That's it. It's going up.
Yeah, it's
It's
flagging.
going up from here. We're gonna go to 115.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
think so?
I think it's
115.
flagging. I mean, anytime it goes below that moving average, it just goes
Yeah.
back up.
Exactly, you get it. It goes down and then it closes above that. That's a good sign.
122 is my call. First stop.
How much?
122.
Mm.
So
That's
122 is going to be SPY 640. How about that?
It sounds good.
That sounds perfect.
Well, I like your optimism, at least for the short term.
And
Yeah,
then we all sell everything and take a nap for 6 months.
All right, thanks for charting, guys. I really wasn't in the mood.
Thank you, Steve.
I like when we are 5 of us here. You know, it's a lot of brains here.
5 is better than 4. 4 is better than 3, and 3 is better than 2, and 2 is definitely better than 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, have a nice weekend.
All right.
Great weekend and happy trading.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
As always, do your own due diligence. Our opinions are just our own, and they're not investment advice. Especially don't do what we do.
I
Don't
am not what I do.
don't live buy
Don't do the
without
opposite. Don't do the opposite either.
don't do a
Right.
Yeah, don't
be
do
a
a-
live
that's
buy
right.
without
We don't want
parental
to
supervision.
we don't want a negative correlation to.
No, but Professor was quite right. Don't do the opposite either.
Don't do the
Don't-
opposite of what we do either, right?
And also don't drink and buy.
Yeah, all of those things.
Don't drink at all.
Take care, guys.
Everybody
Thanks.
have a drink
Okay,
now.
bye.
Have a
Good
good one.
show. Good show.